I will make an educated guess and say that you most likely use Git on a near daily basis. Well, today we're going to talk about 8 ways that you can make Git faster, more productive, and easier to use. Let's go. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for another Thoughtful episode. My name is Oliver Sprint. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Every week I give you seasoned advice on how to build professional Android apps in bite-sized chunks. I invite you to subscribe to stay abreast of the latest pro tips. As Android developers, we are no strangers to Git. Yet, for as powerful as a tool as it is, it seems to struggle with making its most commonly used, low-hanging fruit as simple and easy to grasp as possible. Thankfully, they have a few features that we can use to our advantage to smooth over those rough edges. All we have to do is know where to look and how to use those tools. This first suggestion will hit home especially well for us Android developers. Whether you use Android Studio or IntelliJ to build your apps, Git Toolbox is an excellent addition to your workflow. This tool primarily works in the background to make your interactions with Git less manual. My favorite aspect of Git Toolbox is the zero-click interactions to surface some of the most essential Git information to your screen. For example, every line in your codebase is appended with a brief Git blame to show who changed it and when. That information always follows your cursor. It also adds indicators to the project panel to show your current branch and how far ahead or behind you are from the origin. Automatic background updates from the origin repository and full support for Gitmoji and commit messages round out some of this plugin's best features. Depending on your shell, you may or may not have out-of-the-box support for tab completion inside of Git repositories. If you use Bash, that setup process is often manual. In Z Shell, that feature can be turned on, but it usually has performance issues in larger repositories. However, the Git community offers performance scripts with first-class support for all of these shells. With a bit of know-how, you can have these installed on your device in no time. For users running Z Shell, which is the default on many macOS systems, it's as simple as navigating to their online repository and downloading a few scripts. In the terminal, create a folder under your home directory called .zsh. Start by downloading the gitcompletion.bash script, and then download gitcompletion.zsh and be sure to save that file as _git. That convention allows Z Shell to interpret it as a functions file. Finally, add these lines inside of your .zshrc script in your home directory to start using this new functionality. Restart your terminal and behold the results. If you are a Bash user, this process is even more straightforward. Just download the gitcompletion.bash script, open up your .bashrc file, and source that file to enable tab completion. You'll see it start to work after restarting your terminal. Finally, we come to one of Git's most valuable features, aliases. I could elaborate on all of the work those aliases can save us for quite a while. However, I'll focus on my most used aliases that I think you'll find most valuable. Starting with my most used shortcut, I like to shorten the necessary effort to add all changed files to my staging area and commit it with a single letter. I use C as the abbreviated command for this alias and follow it with my commit message. I can check the status with S instead of typing out status. Setting up those shortcuts looks like this. We are all used to checking out branches, so why do we have to type the word checkout every time? I replaced checkout with CO on my setup. My following command is a bit of a protest against Git's conventions. Creating a new branch shouldn't involve doing a checkout with the value of the B flag being the name of your new branch. Instead, I use git new and specify the name. Similarly, git del will delete a local branch. These aliases are very easy to create. I like to keep the branches on my origin and local repositories in sync by specifying the local branches upstream. Usually, you have to manually link the local branch to the remote one. However, with my alias, that is no longer necessary. I can simply check out whatever branch I want to link, and as long as there is a matching branch of the same name on the origin, I can use Git upstream to connect the two. Implementing this shortcut looks like this. The great thing about aliases is that they continue to work with tab completion. So, for example, even though I shortened checkout to CO, the completion mechanism works just the same. I only had time to show you a few of my more valuable shortcuts, but I have a complete list of my Git aliases at this link right here. It's always up to date with my latest discoveries, so I encourage you to take a look at them and garner what you can. Git is all about making our lives as developers easier. However, when you can add additional layers of convenience on top of others, that is an opportunity worth taking. Just like any other developer application, there is rarely one tool that can cover all of your needs by itself. That is where the community steps in. So whether you're looking for better support in your IDE or terminal, the community has you covered. That's all the more that I have for today. If you found this content helpful and haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to do so. I have new content every Monday at noon exclusively for Android. I hope to see you next time on ThoughtFuel. Thanks and happy coding.